Hello everyone, you're all welcome back to this channel. What I have today is how to share with you how to make a beautiful long straight gown, and you're going to enjoy this tutorial. Just take your time and watch to the end. Thank you. So let's get started. Now I have my fabric here. This fabric is in 4 pieces because I will be cutting both the front and the back panel together. So let me count from here. So I have 1, this is 2, 3, and 4. So I'll be measuring what I have as the width. Now here is the width. I have 14.5 inches for my width. Now for the length, I have 47 inches for the length. So I have it right here, 47 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to measure from this edge. I'm going to measure 8 inches downwards. So I have it here. Or let me measure 8.5 inches, sorry. .5 inches. So I'm going to extend it to this point and I measure the same thing, 8.5 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to connect these lines together. So as you can see, the line has been connected together. So from this point here is my center front. Lest I forget, here is my center front and center back. So the next thing I'm going to do is from this edge here, I'm going to measure 4 inches inwards. So I have it there. So from this point, I'm going to measure 5 inches downwards. So I will just go ahead and connect this to this. Here is it. Okay, so from this point here, I'm going to measure 9.5 inches downward. Nine and a half. So I have it here. Okay, so I will just go ahead and make a straight line across this line here. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do, let me draw it closer. So from this point, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to measure 1.5 inches inwards. So I have it. Can you see? So from this line, I'm going to measure 5 inches downwards from this very line. So I have it here. I will also connect this line straight. So let me go ahead and mark another 5 inches just to give me a straight line. So let me connect the lines together. Okay. So from this line here, I'm going to come in by 1 inch. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to connect these lines together. Starting from the shoulder line. So from here, I will just mark 1 inch outward here. So I'm going to create a curve here. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to connect this line to meet this point here. So what I'm going to do right here is to use my free hand, okay? So let me use ruler first. It's better I use my free hand because it has to be a bit curved around here. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to cut. So I'm going to slash this one that is not open. Just one of these pieces is not open. So I'm going to slash it. Then from there, I start the cutting, tracing the shape like this, the way it goes. So as you can see right here, I'm done with cutting. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to remove this, and I will now go to the machine. So I'm going to remove this. So I will now go to the machine. I will start from this edge, this shoulder line. So I'm going to fold into two, one, two. So I'm going to stitch round. Then the second piece too, the same thing is applicable. That is the edge. I'm going to fold into two, one, two. After that, then I run a stitch from one end to the other. Now, as you can see right here, I've stitched the shoulder line. Okay, can you see? And I've done it to the two pieces. So the next thing I'm going to do right now, I'm going to place it right side to right side. So I place it. Making sure that I place it equally. Okay, can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to sew from the armhole. So I'm going to sew down. Also this way, I sew down. So that's the next thing I will be doing right now. So I'm going to sew it down, sorry, like this, then also like this. Now as you can see, I've sewn it to the down, and also from this side I've also sewn downward. So the next thing I'm going to do right now, at this corner I'm going to notch. So I'm going to spread it out like this, then I notch. So also to the second side, the corner side, I'm going to notch. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to turn it outward, turn to the right side. So I will go ahead right now. The mouth sleeve, I'm going to fold into two like this. Then I sew round, I sew to this point here. Okay, so I sew. Also here, I fold into two, then I sew also. So I sew. So that's the next thing I will be doing right now. So as you can see right here, I've sealed the sleeve base or the mouth sleeve. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to work on the shoulder line or the neckline. So as you can see, I've folded it in like this, I've placed it like this. So the next thing is just to look for the midpoint of this shoulder sleeve line. So I'm going to fold it into two equal parts like this, starting from the edge here like I'm doing. So I will fold it into two equal parts so that it will be easy for me to determine the center point. So right now I'm going to mark. Here is the center. I'm going to mark. So right now I'm going to spread it out again. Now that I've got the center point, so from this center point, I'm going to mark 5.5 inches on my right hand side. So I mark 5.5 inches, and here is it, 5.5. So on my left hand side, I will also do likewise. I mark 5.5 inches. Okay, so from this point here, okay, I'm going to place it like this, then I seal it. So I'm going to close this. So I'm going to seal using my pin to pin it down. So I'm going to stitch it. Okay, so you could close everything if you feel like, and you could leave some space like this here, like 3 inches. You could leave it. So you are going to stitch this place, and I will also do likewise here. From this point here, I will do likewise. I'm going to fold it, bend it to the front like this, then I use my pin to hold it, just like I did to this to the first one I've just done. So I will use it to hold it so that it can stay, so that by the time I'm stitching I won't have any problem in stitching it together. So I proceed. So I mount the back on this, so I place it like that, and I use my pin to pin it down. So that's the next thing I'm going to do right now. So I will go to my machine and do that. Now, as you can see right here, I'm finished sewing the neckline. Can you see? I've stitched it to the down part of the sleeve, and here is the sleeve. I've also stitched the mouth of the sleeve, okay, and also the other side. So here is it. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to go to the down part and sew the down part round. So I'm going to fold it into two like this, one, two. So I will just sew it round. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do right now is to take my belt, okay. So I'm going to attach a belt, and here is it. I have the width of this belt to be like 5 inches. So I'm going to measure so that you can see. So I have the width, you can see, 5 inches. Now for the length, it depends on how long you want yours to be, but the normal one should be the waist circumference times 2 or 2.5 of your waist circumference. So it actually depends on how long you want it to be, like I just said. So the next thing is just to fold it. This is the wrong side, this is the right side. So you fold to the right side like this. Then I will go ahead and stitch here. If you want it a straight one, you stitch. If you want it a curved one, then you start it like this. You curve it a bit, then you start. I'm going to run a stitch down to the midpoint. So having got to the midpoint, I'm going to leave a space like 1.5 inches for the space at the midpoint. Then I proceed, I stitch it round to the other end, okay, to the other end like this or like this. So after that, then I use from that midpoint with the space which I left, I'm going to turn it inside out. Then our belt is ready. So I really want to appreciate you for taking your time to watch this video. So having done that, I'll be right back. All right, I've come to the conclusion of this tutorial. Here is it, and this is my belt is ready. So all I need to do is just to tie it to the waist. So I really want to appreciate you for taking your time to watch this video. So till I come your way again, bye for now. If you have any question, please feel free to drop your question in the comment section. And if you have any comments, kindly drop your comments as well. Thank you very, very much. Bye for now.